Hi, it's Josh coming to you live at Coney Beach. I'm starting my 2-mile walk. Here we go! The waves are whipping tonight. I haven't seen the waves like this. There's 6-foot waves, 4 to 6 foot waves. And so the beach is kind of cleared out because of the weather. It's the rain earlier. And Hurricane Erin, right? Let's see what's been swept up by these intense waves. A lot of conglomerate rocks. A lot of rocks. There's a pumice stone. This is a nice smooth stone. What's up with that? Interesting stone. It's from pumice. This is pumice, guys. It might be artificial, or it might be packing pumice. Pumice is expensive. So, this was being swept up here. Some rocks, a bunch of shovels. Off we go. So we're starting our mile-long journey down the beach. It is Thursday. Tomorrow there will be Coney Island fireworks, if you're interested. This is kind of nice. This I could make into a coaster. Right. I could just take like a petri dish, scoop it up, these stones, set it in some resin, make some coasters of the beach. That's what I feel like doing. It's just the wet sand when it's packed like this. It's quite wonderful. You have stuff from near and far. These old rocks. There's a doorknob here. We're actually not that far down the beach. It's come up a lot because look, there's the lifeguard chair. So we're not even halfway down the beach, which means that this storm is really affecting the. So it's in about 30 feet or so. It's about 30 feet or so further than normal. That's the lifeguard chair. Usually the walk from the line to the lifeguard chair is like 10 to 15 feet at high tide. So this is way above high tide. I think folks here know, maybe they have family down in the Gulf. Some of these Latino families. What is that? Just a little book bag charm. But if you have family down there, I hope everyone's safe. You can see that the waves are about 4 to 6 feet tonight. And you can see by the lifeguard chairs that the water is about 20 feet beyond where normal high tide is. Usually the chairs are kind of close to high tide. So you can see the people standing maybe 20 to 30 feet beyond high tide. See the lifeguard chair there, for example? And the people that are standing about 15 feet behind it. Like that means that the storm is affecting the waters here. And the walls that partition the space into swimming spaces are completely submerged. So it's a few feet higher than it normally is. This sand is kind of wet. I'm gonna go over here. But that's the lifeguard stand. And usually that's like high tide, so they can look out over the waters. There's a lot of broken shovels here from families doing sandcastles, I guess. Not too many shells. But on we go. Roblox the Raider says hi. Skyred says hi. Hello, hello, guys. Just walking along the beach. Just getting back into physical shape. So I used to run marathons, so my legs feel good. But I gotta work on my cardio. Get out of the desk chair. I've just been copying files from my work because it looks like they're not going to continue with my classes in the fall. And that's a bummer because I worked super hard on those, so I'm going to do them for free on YouTube. And Amelia Rodriguez, if you'd like to take a free SHSAT or SAT class, come say hi and I will teach you the math. It's been my job for a long time, so I'll keep going. What's this? It's a big ass vape, e-vape called Raz. I don't smoke, so it looked like a roll of money. What are you doing here? Where's your flock? Where's your flock? It's a big ass seagull. That seagull has like a 3-foot wingspan. It's like a yard across. That is a big seagull. All right, let's keep going. And as you know, I'm gonna keep going. Whew. So I feel okay, you know. Gotta keep working, saving my money. Can't waste my money in the stock market. I gotta make safe moves. Oh, look, a crab. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this kind of thing. Like, I could, wow, the waves are really coming in. Like this sand thing, and then like with the stones and stuff, and then just scoop it up and set it in resin. Then you'd just have like a really nice, there's a turtle. You just have a really nice piece for a dinner table. I'm putting these in my book bag. Just these very basic sand, like children's toys. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm working on my YouTube metrics here. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this. So walk along the beach. Here's another one. This is just a star. Like these plastic like things for sand. Like I just gotta, I guess what I need is like a, yeah. I'm gonna look that up, like how to make coasters with sand, shells, and resin like this. Like how to scoop it out so that you don't ruin the sand pattern, and it creates a really nice, like concrete, so it comes out like the resin covers it like a shell, like an eggshell, clear eggshell, and then it's just a really nice art piece. There's got to be artists that have done this hundreds of millions of times, right? How's it going, Emilio? Bianca, thanks for saying what's up. Roblox the Raider. So, like here, like if you press it into a star, into a turtle, it's got all these shells from hundreds of miles away. Who knows the story behind the shells and bits of glass? And you have this conglomerate of, it's really nice. And then you can set it with clear resin. These babies, baby ducks. Where's your mama? Look at all of them. Look at all the babies. There's so many. they swim by themselves. See that? What do they feed on out there? There's plankton or something, or minnows? That's amazing. These little guys, little baby seagulls. There's Mama Seagull. I have never seen that before. I never noticed it before. A flock of baby seagulls. Thank you so much. You see it here live. Wow. I cannot say that I've ever noticed that before. Bye, Emilio. I cannot say that I've ever seen that before in my life. Wow. Deep, huh? Let's keep walking. Anyway, shout out to my dad. We had a nice gathering for his funeral in Oxford, Pennsylvania. Marianne, the Reverend, gave kind of a weird speech, I thought, for my dad. And she said she knew him but didn't know him. So I thought that was weird, because Dad certainly was a man who lived through the Holocaust. He lived through war. He lived through McCarthyism, Cuban Missile Crisis, Kennedy. He was in the States since 1935, and here before that. And he had a remarkable career as a lawyer. But thankful to have my job. My boss contacted me today. She said to make sure I get the curriculum ready for the parents this week and start doing the lessons. So I'm going to do that after I get my course files and the backup files. So I just have one more week of tutoring. I have one more student on Monday. And then they're probably going to close me out of the account or change the passwords just to be annoying. But I've been wrong before. I worked for so long for that company. I'm not even kidding. What is this, an arch? These little plastic... Oh, it's like a hut, like Hawaiian hut or a tropical hut. Anyway, I like the animals, the crab and the turtle are gonna do it for me. I lost my crab. Kids on bikes. Keep going. You say goodbye. Why is that? Why do you think that is? Having fun? Alright. Whew. So, well, a lot of broken styrofoam from and the red from the red and black means that it's from the fireworks. It's the carbon. You can smell it a little bit, the sulfur and brimstone like smell. They have Friday fireworks here, but it doesn't wash up until several days, 4 or 5 days later usually. So here's another pumice stone. I'm serious, these are quite valuable in water. These stones are quite valuable. You know, you go to a health food store and get a pumice rock to take callus off your hands and feet. It costs you like $5 to $10. Unless you go to Temu and then they're like 50 cents, but that's another story. So unless you're gonna buy them for 50 cents on Temu and flip them in the park, flip them on the street for $1 each, pumice stones are quite expensive. and like Bed Bath & Beyond and other healthcare stores, other body care stores. They are. I'm not making this shit up. It's expensive. As you walk on the beach, it's hard to distinguish between the heartbroken people, the lovers who want their silent moments or want a quickie in a little tent, or the homeless people. It's very hard to distinguish these things as you walk down the beach. And suffice it to say, it's like a diaper. I'm thankful for the police drones that fly overhead after the sun goes down, because it's creepy when you walk on the beach at night when the sun goes down. And the drones mean that they have some type of heat map, so they can see who's walking by the water line, who's still swimming or wading in the water. Heaven forbid something happens. And who's screwing in a tent, like if they can see through the tents and the heat map. I don't know. Or see if they're dealing drugs or something. That's the vibe I get. They want a private moment, or they're selling some substances to some mind-altering substances or some shit, right? Some shit like that. Oh, that was mind-altering. No, that wasn't pot. That was mind-altering. That was acid. What the fuck do I care? Anyway, dare I say, on we go. Gumed says, see, yeah, this is the beach, Coney Island Beach. The water is high. It's waves are about 4 to 6 feet. Here comes a big one crashing in. Here's one. See this one here? See the crest on it? That's a big wave. That's over 6 feet. That's a biggie. Well, it's about 6 feet. Wasn't a big swimmer or surfer. I never learned to surf. But on we go, huh? Alright, put away the stones. And I'm gonna save the turtle and the crab. I don't know if I'm gonna save the star though, guys. This is weird. As I talk, I feel like a fucking weirdo. Saving these little plastic cutouts, but it's for an art project, you know. Here someone made a sandcastle, but like the sands of time, it has been destroyed. And it's all its Atlantean glory is just gone here at Coney Island as I pass the red lighter. And you can see here they usually have the chair at high tide. So this isn't that extreme a storm, but it is up about 20 feet beyond the normal high line for the waves here. And hopefully family's safe. If you have any family in Florida or down south in the Carolinas or southern states or in the Gulf, the peninsula, those islands, Virgin Islands, you're looking out at Erin. How can things be flying through that? This is the outskirts of it. But as you can see, let's do a quick 360 here. These waters are coming in fast. There's the sunset and the park. So bird stand. Let's pause for 15 seconds to get a good clip of this, right? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that lovely? we go. Some more pumice, guys. I'm serious, this is very valuable stuff. Look, pumice stone, it floats in water. I'm also thinking about working on my science. You know, like, I can juggle, but I was watching a couple of those videos on like science, clowns. Like everything that you see is real science. Magnets or electromagnetism, or air pressure, fire, water, all the elements. This is the classic experiments, but presenting it like for kids' parties. So I used to just juggle, but I'm just juggling, unicycling. And it's fun to watch for a little while. But it's hard to do a 30-minute juggle, 30 to an hour juggle for kids. I just never booked myself as a clown for parties. But, did do that when I was younger. So thanks to those families for hiring me to celebrate their child's another year around the sun. Thanks to the schools. Whoa, 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 whoa. Doesn't look like come up that high. Anyway, still has some of the ash from the fireworks. It's just different quality of air. It's kind of the sandbar. It's really coming in. Because that boat passing, those boats. Creating waves. Anyway, enjoy, guys. We are a little more than halfway there. We're at about maybe 7/10 of a mile of our mile walk. After, by the way, some of these are President Trump's apartments. As I've mentioned before, he's got tens of thousands of units. So if you do the math, let's say it's 30,000 apartments in Manhattan. 2,000 each. That's what, 60 million a month? Is that right? Am I doing the math right? 30,000 times 1,000 would be 30 million, right? Times 2 is 60 million income just from rent. Average cost being for a nice family apartment $2,000. Some of them being 3,000 or 4,000. Ones on the higher floors or 5 floors. And that's passive income, guys. And of course, he does have to pay staff and upkeep and city or maintenance. Then he's making money from the vending machines and laundromats and whatever else the building has. But that's passive income. So that's $720 million a year just in New York, if that's a quick estimate. Every year. And then he gets all the tax breaks and stuff that worked out when he was younger. Because they needed new developers other than like Robert Moses and the other ones. So I wish I knew more about real estate. I just don't. I just work like a putz, I guess. Just another schmuck. So, but I got it done. I got the job done. And I'm gonna keep going. I guess I had a good year. A couple of classes were, a whole bunch of 1,500 level SAT students. So that was a hoot. And now it's time for me to move on, which sucks because I didn't go up. I went down. I went down to grades 5 to 8. I didn't go to college, get a college professor degree. And here comes the water. Oh my god, no. Anyway, thanks for the 2 thumbs up. Let's keep going. Anyway, a shout out to my family for a nice gathering for my dad for his funeral on August 16th. And I appreciated it. They didn't ask me to pitch in any money. I don't have much. I'm not lying. But I would have if they asked me to. And it was a nice arrangement at the church. I think my sister helped set it up. She's not saying. And my dad's wife, his third wife, Phyllis Murray, thank you so much. And his military friends, they used to go out to eat every Wednesday, thanks to them. And what can I tell you? It's a good dad. Good dad. Keep working as long as I can, Dad. That's why, huh? I've been there, huh? Alright. Well, my dad's name was Halloweener. So. Alright. So they're just chilling, having a beer. It's getting dark, sun's going down. It's still kind of warm. It's about 70 degrees. Low 70s. I'm wearing a flannel shirt. It's my flannel shirt, but I don't really need it. I'm wearing my new Monet Life at the Bar shirt. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. What is this guy? I am you and you are him. Left some stones. These are nice. I need paperweights for the kids. Look at that. Look at this one. Are you for real? So maybe it is artificial. This is great. I don't know, I feel like they left it here for a reason. This is a wonderful stone. Now I'm gonna leave them here. Like they buried their pet here or something. The stones are set. Some workers. Q-Tech. All right. They cleaned the Q-Tech cable. Kind of nice. They're real nice. Oh, maybe this is a friggin' rain, Josh. Alright, I'm gonna save the sand critters. Here's the crab. It's for art projects. Here's the turtle. And here's the star. Get the sand out. Alright. Done. You'll see when I'm done. They're resin projects. See if I can make something nice for like paperweights for work or something with the beach sand. Let's see if there's a way to just scoop up sand, just pour resin into it. So you could do it that way also. But if you have this nice scoop of rocks peppered on top, it's like spotted, I don't know, like glass pieces. Am I boring you? Maybe I'm boring you. Let's keep going. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but out further on the island here, we're in Brooklyn, but it's the start of Long Island. We have a family park somewhere out on Long Island. My cousin was telling me from my dad's side that my family 2 generations ago were quite wealthy, and they had 9 children because it was a rather wealthy family. And but the 2 youngest get the least from the inheritance. They just got good jobs as workers, and they worked very hard. But if times got tough, like in the Depression or whatever, there was a baroness who would help the family out in Romania, bail them out, get them back on their feet again. Some incredibly wealthy baroness back in Romania on my dad's side. But Grandpa married a Russian gal, so Dad's half Romanian. Dad worked his whole life and he was in the military. I just still feel like I never filled his shoes, But I thought he never mentioned that they had a rather large park that I could visit on Long Island. And their family from Romania, because they were cemetery, and I don't know if their names are mentioned or if Grandpa's names is mentioned, because I know he's buried in Florida. Who I knew my grandparents, but they're together in Florida. So I'll keep doing the best I can, but we have an interesting family lines on both sides. Very hardworking families here in America. We're almost at the runner. A little slow tonight. 33 minutes. That's 3 minutes below pace. Usually it's 30 minutes to this rug. This runner here along the beach. So anyway, hey, 5 again. Aloha from Coney Island, New York City. We're gonna head back for the mile walk that way now. Making a turn here at the park here at Brighton Beach. We're heading back, guys. When you think about immigrants come to the States, how they meet. My great-grandparents, the famous story goes, were from the same shtetl. They immigrated to the U.S. separately. They met at St. Patrick's Day parade, of all places. It's noisy and loud. Streets were crowded. And think about how much time do you have to find a mate just the right age, and have a family, huh? Think about it. What are the odds that, they had to walk across Europe because of the pogroms away from the dangerous Europe, work their way in, this one is seamstresses or whatever, come to the US, work in these sweatshops, and then keep it together enough to find a decent man who was working, just looking for a wife. And then after thousands of miles and many years, meeting a man from your same village way back in Poland, Russia, like that border there. Where crazy news over there today. So according to the news, Putin bombed some Texas factory, some big factory, American company out there. So it's gonna happen when businesses are attacked that are near the borders of Russia. So now what are the governments gonna do? Because I didn't think about it. G7 has invested interests there as well. German, French companies. It's not just the trade routes that are being disrupted. If he's going to go after the factories, what he's provoking intervention. So what if he does that? What if he wants one factory from each nation or something, just to provoke some type of aggression? I don't understand that. That's madness. Let's keep going, right? So on we go, huh? Huh? Change your tone. It's charging. That's good. It's a Regal Bend and Ocean Parkway. Yeah, let's keep going. See about these playbacks. See if I can screenshot them and then just cut them into like a montage. I'm gonna try that from live streams. It would be nice if I had some teenager college tech worker to make the website better, huh? I'm doing it all myself, as usual. Doing it all by myself. I am the master of my website. Hey, thanks for still following. This is Josh. Thanks for the 1,100 plus subscribers, and I'll continue to try and bring you good content as we walk on the boardwalk back to my bicycle. I'm gonna go home. I feel like hamburgers again. Why is that? All right, thanks for the 3 thumbs up, guys. Appreciate that. No, he got it. All right. It's 42 minutes into the walk. It's about 20 minutes to go. Oh, we turned around at like 34. So about 24 minutes to go, I assume. sun also rises. I think that's a great name for a book. So the skies are clearing up. The storm, it's visibility all the way across now. You can see the lights across the water. It's a fast-moving ferry boat. Past the Oceanside Grill. I'm gonna try and get one of those like bars, the stability bars for they're kind of dirt cheap for like 25 to 50 bucks now. So I'll buy one so that I'm bouncing up and down as I walk. I have a selfie stick, but I didn't pack it, I don't think. Did I? Maybe I did I? I don't know. I guess I could use it now. It's only like 20 minutes left in the walk. Let me see. I can't remember if I packed it. I have to fucking pee too. Check here. I think I did. No, because I would have felt it like poking my back or something. Keep going. We're in Coney Island. We have to walk all the way back to that parachute jump. Can you see that, guys? Not too much further. It's like another, I don't know, third of a mile. Maybe like 3/10 of a mile. It's not that far. As you get older, and you forget as you get older. I keep working, you know. After the crazy news in the Ukraine, and after he met with Trump, and then he had Zelensky, and he had the G7 people outside along the perimeter. But Zelensky at least wore a black suit, right? Then he was kind of dismissive, like, why would the U.S. want to come into the war? And then it's so retarded because maybe that did provoke Putin to be like, oh, you know, it would kind of be like this. And he just smashed one of the factories, the U.S. So is Trump like the joke? Like, because it's aggression against the democracy is the point. I mean, they fought for their independence. It was 1991, you know, Ukraine. They're not the aggressors here. That's why he has some very sarcastic words for Zelensky when the other European nations are saying no. Like any form of fascism, that's the ideals of a democratic republic, is we have to stand up for each other. And I don't know why Trump thinks he can play both sides of the fence. He's talking about his wife, writing a letter to his wife. And that's fine, but that's common practice among civilized nations who are not the military aggressor, though. You know what I mean? The First Lady that's a common practice among many nations. So it's a little bit disconcerting. And made some bad moves in the market I'm just not astute at. I'm hoping that there'll be some recovery when the Fed talks tomorrow, but I gotta be more conservative. I've lost so much, lost tens of thousands of dollars in the market over the years. I was, being addicted to these smart moves, but just at the wrong time. You know, peace is good for peace is good for um, Wall Street markets. War makes it unpredictable, and it's very cynical because you shouldn't have to profit off all these people dying. I'm not saying that. It's just that, on the contrary, I still live month to month at my age, so it's different than people who are homeowners or have kids who are like grow up because you're not mature. But I gotta start making more logical moves for my retirement plan. I have no retirement plan. I have no 401k. I have Social Security, but I don't know how much they'll pay me, that I'll get. I really don't know. What was that? I don't know, it's like a tranny or something, or drag queen. Singing to the night. I can't tell if that's a man or a woman. I can't tell if it's a woman or a drag queen. But I'm not gonna go find out. Alright, let's get a good shot of the Wonder Wheel. Hard with the street lamps, you know. And with all the bright lights, so they screws up. It's the Wonder Wheel. We're almost done with the 2 miles here. Not many vendors out tonight. Quiet night here on the beach. It's Thursday. No, I think that old guy and the young guy who throw these things are here. Try and get one more next to a fence here. Hard to get a good panning shot, you know, that's nice. Like I did this one last time, but I wonder if it's like a panning shot without any, it's hard to do that. 1 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi. There's very little glare if I hold it. Oops. And again, thanks for the 3 thumbs up, and please do subscribe. It's free, and I'll try and bring you good content. And if I get enough, I can set up for a merch soon enough. Let's do a quick walkthrough. Looks like they're filming for a movie. Happy, at least with their kids. You can hear about something. Oh, there's no exit. Uh-oh. Gotta go around, back around. I thought the gate was open. They just closed the gate. There's no wind coming in anymore. The storm took off. As the storm went out, the wind's coming off the city. There's the old guys, the masters. Nathan's famous. So their burgers are good. You ever had burgers at Nathan's? Well, they're 16 to 20 bucks. So I go to the market. I'm like, got 4 burgers. They amount of meat for like 10 bucks. I'm thinking, if I had a family of 4, $64 for burgers, 80 bucks for tax, with drinks. 4 patties for 10, 12 bucks. Hey, here's the balloon lady. Hi. How are you? Good. My name's Josh. Your hat's excellent. Yeah. When I was younger, I was a juggler, so I performed for parties sometimes. Yeah, I juggled, and yeah, I used to work for the Big Apple Circus.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so yeah. It's called the Beyond the Ring program. Yeah, so I used to work with the kids up in Harlem, and we teach unicycling and juggling. So it's fun. Do you do that as well?
No, I juggle 3 balls.
Yeah.
I should look more into it. I love this
Okay, cool. So you just walk back and forth here doing hats for the kids, families and stuff?
When I can.
It's a slow night, huh?
It is, but it's better than.
Yeah, okay. Have you worked with any of the agencies like Best Clowns or any ones like that?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I like being on my own.
Okay. What do you?
Probably. I know it's more consistent.
Where do you get your balloons? Can I film you?
No, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, I won't film you. Where do you get your balloons?
So, it depends, but I've been going to the Village Party store a couple of times.
Oh, on the Halloween shop?
Yeah.
You know where Strand Bookstore is? In that area? Around the
it's
side?
a little
on 4th Avenue.
Are you still filming?
I'm not filming you,
Oh.
but it's, you know where the church is, Grace Church?
Yeah.
Just north of the church, right?
No, I
No?
think that's another Halloween store.
Oh, okay.
But what did I say? Oh yeah, so I don't know, it's easier, but sometimes I just order it on eBay.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Because you can buy like 144 each. You can buy them in packs.
Yeah, I should order them in like bigger packs than I do.
Yeah. And do you have a pump? Do you use the air pumps to pump? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, it's like the one. Yeah, when I used to have a blue pump when I was a
You
dog.
don't make them anymore?
I don't, but I can make like, you know, if you can do like a dog, then you can make a giraffe, and you can make a dachshund, and then you can like swan or lovebirds and stuff. Yeah, it's the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's enough and then I juggled for the church, and then they asked me to do balloon animals, so I did that one St. Francis Day. So then I learned a few more animals for St. Francis Day, you know, which is in October. Yeah, the blessing of the animals.
Yeah. Well, it's nice.
All right, and your name is?
Lilo.
Lilo? Lilo Clown? Okay, yeah, Josh Wiener. Yeah, I did a lot of learning here in New York, so yeah, I had a successful, I teach math now. I teach at a Catholic school, yeah. But Lilo the Clown. All right, yeah, if you go on YouTube, Josh Wiener. All right, very nice to meet you. All right, stay safe and good luck to you. Good luck to you, okay? Okay, good luck. Bye-bye. Yeah. All right, I'm going to my bike. Not trying to get her, like isolate her from like, that'd be really creepy. No, I'm not like that at all. Never. Nope. Nope. Nice lady. Lilo the Clown. All right. I'm done.